never understand what redundant transition means. I'm going to have to look this shit up. Now that the overwhelming feelings are gone. What was the 3 feelings that I named? Excited, baffled, and disappointed. Excited.
Overwhelmed. No.
Not really overwhelmed, but excited that I made a room full of older people uncomfortable with my presence. Because that's something more of our city council meetings need to see more of, is people my age and younger getting involved, being curious, being interested in what's happening in our cities. I really think that that's a good place to start. If you want to know what's happening in your town, go to your city council meetings. Ignore the strange looks that you get. Ask questions that need to be asked. Next time I'll be more prepared. I will have a list of questions. I had questions yesterday and I already called the office and asked them. And I kind of felt on the spot tonight, since I was the youngest in the room. There was no seat for me. Everyone was all spaced apart. So what was on the agenda tonight? Hold on 1 second. So on the agenda tonight was, first of all, they're tearing down a little old lady's house. Oh, hey, you again. They're going to tear down an old lady's house because it's being condemned. It's in bad shape. It's overrun by cats. So, CBD. I asked if it was the lady that lived not too far from where I'm at, and they said no. It's not the lady that is living in this direct area. They talked about installing new sewer systems for 3 school districts, sewer and trash. Yes, it's CBD, like I said. So, they talked about the crazy old cat lady, getting her some help, tearing down her house. They talked about the school districts and adding new sewer and trash systems. They talked about how much money they're spending on the community building. They did carpet, they did walls, they put new windows, they did all these improvements while nobody's in the community center because it's closed. However, this meeting, had I not called the mayor's office yesterday to ask questions, I wouldn't have known where this meeting was, when it was taking place, and I almost didn't catch it tonight because there's no signs anywhere. There just happened to be a little huddle of cars, and for a town of 5,000 people, I think more than 10 people should have been there, and there should have been more people my age and younger. That's just my opinion. And, you know, a lot of people think my opinion sucks, but
they don't. Young people don't care about that kind of stuff.
And that's the problem. That's where we change. That's where we make changes. That's where we seek help. If something's not right in our community, we take it to our mayor. We take it to our city council. We try to start there. That's where I think we should start. And the mayor, I mean, I'm sure, okay, I recognized every single face at that council meeting tonight. I grew up with these people. The lunch lady, you would say that. The lunch lady. The guy that goes around the city maintenance guy. Who was the other guy? There was another guy that goes around doing the waterworks guy. Then there's the mayor himself is the electric company guy. That's how small of a town this is. Sorry, dogs are playing with bottles. So anyway, the meeting was like 15-20 minutes long. So I was excited to be there and excited that to shake the foundation, to make them like, whoa, there is a middle-aged woman here. What the fuck is going on? We're all old people. Maybe the younger generation is getting curious. No, Arkansas is not very corrupt. You know what Arkansas is? Arkansas is lazy and they like their privacy. Nobody votes. No one comes out of their house. They're happy that way. They stay in their own little worlds, absorbed into their video games and their phones, and they don't go out and see what's actually happening out there. Like I've been doing lately. Only it's not video games yet. Give me time.
Trying to make change in this world.
We can't make changes by going out and being hateful or being aggressive or being, what's the word I'm looking for? The words escape me today. God didn't make the internet. You're wrong about that. And I think probably every civilization has had some kind of foresight saying that, you know, humans are going to be the end of humans. And I believe that wholeheartedly, that we are going to kill off our own race. Anyway, if you didn't listen to me, you wouldn't be here listening. I got nothing to look at, so you got this. That's what you get from me. So, recap, mayor's meeting, or city council meeting. I did shake the mayor's hand. He reached out for an introduction, so I told him my name was Christi, and we shook hands, and he's probably thinking to himself, that's probably the chick that called my office yesterday and asked all those questions, because nobody else gives a shit. And I know he recognizes my face. We got arrested about the same time. I went in for marijuana, and he went in for DWI, and he got caught with marijuana, and blamed it on his son. Said, oh, that pot wasn't mine, that was my son's. And I think he got away with it. I mean, he's still the fucking mayor, and this happened in 2014 or something. And it was such a big deal that one of the officers let me out of my cell to watch the 10 o'clock news. Like, hey, you gotta see this. Our mayor is on here. He got arrested the next county over. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Yeah, because he got all fucked up, decided to drive. And somebody left weed in the truck. Speaking of, right? CBD. So anyway, that's my... I was excited. Baffled that there wasn't more people there. For 5,000 people, there should have been a bigger city council meeting than Hot Cove, Texas. There was more people crammed into that little bitty fucking elevator of a room. And there was less people in that huge building that they only had open for 10 fucking people. Would have been 9 if I wasn't there. They weren't even expecting me. There was no signs up. This was like a top secret fucking city council meeting. They didn't want anybody knowing where it was. I took all day looking online, making phone calls, trying to figure out where this shit was going to be, right? Well, not all day. Half the morning and then half the afternoon. Dumb smoking is bad? You're right. Dumb smoking is bad. Smoking CBD is very good for your health. Look it up. Hey, Hot Rod, how's it going? You're correct, actually. Negro, all smoking is bad. Smoke is bad. Smoke inhalation is bad for the lungs. You're correct in that. It's much better to vape, but my vape is out, or I don't know, it's spitting nasty in my mouth, so I'm not going to puff on it right now. This is cheaper. And that other person you hear in the background, she's been smoking like 3 packs a day for 50 years, so. She's been smoking for a long time, really heavily, and has very bad COPD. So, you know, whatever coughing she... It's the Rona! It's the Rona! We got the Rona over here!
Yeah, I'm not sick.
So, let's see, who else did we have in that council meeting? I think we had the chief of police there. It was some law enforcement. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but I recognize him.
She didn't go with me.
No, she just dropped me off and then picked me up afterwards. And I got the eyeball, whatever. Oh my God, because I was standing there waiting. Every single person that left that council meeting was like, when they were driving by, like, who the fuck is that?
Just a citizen.
Just a curious citizen. And I even said that when I came in. I'm just curious. I just want to listen in. I'm just curious. Next time I want to record.
Yeah.
I wonder how he'll feel about that.
They won't have to know, do they?
They don't have to know, no, but I would like for them to know, and I would like for them to be okay with it. I don't see why we can't. I don't see why we can't record a city council meeting. It's a public meeting, open to the public, so I don't see why.
Maybe I should have went with you.
Well, maybe next time you should. But they're not going to look at you funny because you're the same age group.
As them?
Yeah.
But none of them know me.
No, but, I mean, they all recognize me, I'm sure, but they're probably like, who the fuck?
I know her from somewhere.
I know that bitch from somewhere. I don't know if it was a Facebook post or what, but I know that bitch from somewhere. Tim McKinney should know my face. I mean, I have said, I've spoken the truth about the man. I mean, you could Google it. You can Google it. You Google his name. I was just trying to get his phone number and Google his name, and what pops up is that he got arrested for this and that and this and that. So.
Yeah. Ow.
Dude, who pressed charges against me? For what? What are you talking about? You have to be very specific and correct. What about the truck? And why are you asking me? Like I was there. Like I was like I was there when he was supposedly talking to law enforcement or getting his truck towed for whatever reason. I wasn't there, so how would I know what's been pressed against me if I wasn't there? Thank you, chat enforcement. That is the hardest lesson to learn, is how not to answer the questions and how to ask the right ones. Negro Locksmith says, I thought they would send you papers. I don't know. Do they do that? I've never heard of anything like that before. I mean, they come and serve you papers. If you need papers from them, they come and give them to you.
In your hand.
In your hand. Like, boop. There you go. They don't just drop them in your mailbox. That's just not something they do. Like, and everybody knows everybody. So, auto calling here and telling this law enforcement here to swallow a fucking bullet, I doubt they're gonna be like, oh, Mr. Otto, let us jump right on that. Help you, sir, since you already got it back. Just saying. Nobody that met him here likes him. Gotta be a reason for it.
He stayed on his phone all the time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's his life. His phone.
Yeah.
Time to reload.
I
Here.
can't say that he wasn't a gentleman, because he was. He was. Fake gentleman. Because he had to be. Oh, it's empty.
That's what I said. And you reload it, dump it.
It's right there.
I know, but you had to dump it gently.
Got it.
You should be blue now.
Huh?
Oh, I gave chat enforcement a wrench.
You did.
Yeah, that's a channel name. Chat enforcement.
You can interrupt or something, or you can stop it. You can stop somebody from.
No, that's their channel name is chat enforcement.
Oh.
Okay, so you can give someone a wrench, which means it gives them a little bit of control in your chat, since there's so many people talking to you, and sometimes you're focused on your video and not the chat, and there's people that are saying hateful things, or there's spam, or there's irrelevant content being shared. A person in blue with a wrench, a moderator, will then either time that person out or ban them from the page. So I give people permission. Oh, shit. I give people permission to have a little bit of control in my chat. When we split, I took away all the wrenches and I unblocked everybody. And I just waited for the assholes to show themselves. And as soon as they started being unruly, I let them say their piece. But if they didn't stop, if they kept on and kept on, I just got rid of them from my channel. Like, why have that hatred there? You know, it's pointless. I don't want to wake up every day and see, you know, hateful shit. I don't want to wake up every day and see this guy mowing this old lady's grass just because it's a nice thing to do. I want to wake up and I want to hear about this crazy cat lady getting in some badass home and
The reason I'm saying that, because next door to this house, the yellow house, next door to the yellow house, on the other side, they got a bunch of cats over there.
Mama, it's the entire neighborhood. The entire neighborhood.
Yeah, and they can't catch them cats.
No, they're wild. But they sure will put our dogs down, won't they? They wander the
They
streets.
sure will.
If our chihuahuas get out, local law enforcement will shoot them dead. If the animal catcher don't catch them first. I think I'm buffering. I don't know. No one said anything in a minute.
Is that thing turning?
It doesn't. That makes no difference.
Why are you jumpy today?
I wonder why.
I don't know why. You are very jumpy today. You've been back and forth, but you never done that. You get nervous about something?
I have a bad feeling.
About what?
I don't know yet. I don't know what. Just something.
Think something's gonna come over here and pop your bubble?
Maybe. Something could pop my bubble at any point. And it says there's 8 people listening. Chat enforcement is the only person that has said anything in like the last I don't know, 5, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So, bottom line is, I am going to start making this a regular thing, but not just going to these meetings, but surrounding meetings. You know, just showing up randomly at this one or that one, and just making a younger presence known, I think. That's right, chat enforcement. Lurkers, not supporters. Not if they're not at least saying hello. I mean, you're here. Might as well say hello. I mean, give me a finger if you don't like me, something. You know, don't just leave me hanging. Shit. But yeah, they'll give me the figure later. It'll be this one. It's whatever.
No, I think you're a better person
Then,
than the Watchdog.
oh, yeah. You have a biased opinion, though.
Yeah.
You gave birth to me, so, I mean, that's how that works, I think.
He wouldn't want to know what I would do to it.
And we won't talk about that on a live stream.
No.
See, I didn't know the rules at first to this. Mama don't know the rules either. There's certain things you don't do and say on a live stream. And I didn't know that that was a thing before this whole deception thing happened.
He needs to go back to his job,
Okay.
ripping people off.
Okay, stop talking about it. I don't normally make him the focus of my conversation. The focus of my conversation tonight was city council meetings and how younger people need to incorporate themselves into them, be interested, not only be interested, but be very involved, get curious. I mean, if you're 40 or younger and you've never been to a city council meeting, what the hell are you doing? Do you care about what's happening in the city that you live in?
I have dreams about you.
Here we go.
I do. I have dreams all the time about you leading people.
I'm not leading nothing but a chalk protest. Oh, I gotta show them. There's a little girl out here drawing. I mean, not a little girl. She's a teenager, at least a teenager. I mean, she's missing her front teeth, but she looks at least 16. I don't know, but she's out here making beauty on our street.
Yeah? What's she doing?
Chalk.
Really?
And she didn't even get arrested for it.
You wanna take
You
a
guys want to
picture?
see?
I'm going to take a picture of
Go
it
out there and fucking show them.
before it does get wiped out.
People have already fucking drove over it, assholes. I should get in on that fun. I'll be right back. Hi, kitty. Where? Gotta show you the prettiness. Oh, they're still drawing. Sorry to bug you again, but can I show my... It's over here. And some people have been kind enough to drive around it, not drive over all of it. I just think it's really beautiful. And see, it's a beautiful thing. And you don't have to go to jail for it. You don't have to, see? How old are you girls?
I'm 14 and 16.
Okay, you're safe. Don't worry. It's if you're over 18 and protesting, I think. And because you're not 18 yet, I will not get you in the video. Where's Where's Miss Leanne at?
She's probably in there.
She's here?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Either
maybe,
here
I don't
or-
know. We haven't really been inside for
Oh.
a while.
Can I take a peek at that real quick? Oh my gosh, you guys are so talented! By the way, this is a YouTube live stream. So there's going to be a lot of people that see your art. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, who are those girls? They need to come do the thing at my house. I literally got arrested for this last December. But it was for saying things like end the corruption and fuck the police. And thank you, girls. For bothering the neighbors. So, there you have it. You don't have to go. And I'm pretty sure that there's at some point today, since they've started making that there has been law enforcement go by, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're glad they're out having fun. You know? So, council meetings, very important. Go to them. See what you can learn about your city. See what changes there are being made, how the money's being spent. See if there's anything you can do to help. I encourage you, I mean, if nothing else, to just go sit and listen. See what it's like if you never have. And if you have, this bump for you. Do it again. And take a camera with you. I'm going to try to next time, if I have the balls. Not having backup kind of makes things a little scary. A little bit. But I don't let fear rule me forever. Thanks for joining me. And that's all I have to talk about right now. Probably not going to be tie-dyeing until later, if I do. But anyway, thanks for being here. Peace.